Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How is everyone? My name is Nur Afifa from Group 1. Here I act as a moderator. Before seeing the explanation from our group, I will introduce the members of Group 1, including Nur Afifa, Rika Ananda, Siti Khadijah, Melinda, Rohana, and Nagur. Alright, dear our lecturer, Ma'am Amelia, and our friends TBI5. Before that, let us be grateful to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given abundant grace of faith and help to us to be able to do teaching and learning activities in the midst of this pandemic. And not forgetting to pay a visit to Prophet Muhammad, good the intercession. We from Group 1 will explain our material which about understanding circumstance and participant.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Erika Ananda. I'm from Group 1. In here, I would like explain about definition of circumstance. Circumstance is a condition, detail, part or attribute with respect to time, place, manner, agent, and etc. that accompanies, determines, or modifies a fact or event. In Indonesia, keadaan adalah suatu kondisi, detail, bagian atau atribut, sehubungan dengan waktu, tempat, cara, agen, dan lain-lain yang menyertai, menentukan atau memodifikasi suatu kejadian atau peristiwa. The example: heavy rain last night causes flooding in Langkat, yang artinya hujan deras tadi malam menyebabkan banjir di Langkat. Part of circumstance from example is causes flooding in Langkat, yaitu menyebabkan banjir di Langkat. Yaitu maksudnya keadaan dari contoh itu yaitu hujan deras tadi malam itu menyebabkan banjir di Langkat. Keadaannya itu dalam keadaan banjir. Okay, enough from me and thank you for your attention.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Khadijah. I will continue the Erika's explanation about circumstance. And now I will explain about the type and subtypes of circumstance. Baiklah, saya akan melanjutkan penjelasan dari saudari Erika Ananda tentang circumstance. Dan sekarang saya akan menjelaskan tentang type and subtypes of circumstance. The type is extent and subtype is distance or duration or frequency. Jika types-nya itu mengatakan tingkat, maka subtypes-nya itu menyatakan jarak atau durasi atau frekuensi. And then if type is location and subtype is place or time. Jika types-nya itu mengatakan lokasi, maka subtypes-nya itu menyatakan tempat atau waktu. And then the type is manner and subtype is means or quality or comparison. And the last, the type is cause and subtypes is reason or purpose or behavior. Dan yang terakhir, jika types-nya itu mengatakan sebab, maka subtypes-nya itu menyatakan alasan atau maksud. Sekian dan terima kasih.
The next discussion about the status of circumstance. Rounding of our discussion about circumstance, let us now review their status in the grammar. 1. Prepositional as minor process. Most circumstances are realized by prepositional phrase can be interpreted as a synchron clause, in which the preposition serves as a minor process, interpreted as a kind of mini-verb, and the nominal group as a participant in this minor process. The preposition, it was suggested, acts as a kind of intermediary whereby a nominal element can be introduced as an indirect participant in the main process. 2. Some difficulties in identifying circumstance elements. Because the status of preposition and of prepositional phrase not above, there are perhaps 5 main sources of difficulty in identifying circumstance elements. 1. Prepositional phrase as participant. 2. Prepositional attached to verb. 3. Prepositional phrase as qualifier inside nominal group. 4. Prepositional phrase as modal or conjunctive adjunct. 5. Abstract and metaphorical expression or of circumstance.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I'm going to talk about the definition of participants. Okay, the experiential function of language in the world is to represent event in the world, and each event is represented by a clause, and every clause must have a processes, at least one participant, and also circumstances. So the participants are those elements which denote who or what involved in the process, or simply we can say the participants are person or thing connected to the process. For example, I get an interesting book from the library. So in this example, the participants are I and an interesting book. I is people who do the process or the doer in the process, and an interesting book is thing which affected by the process or the done to. Okay, that's about the definitions of participant, and thank you.
Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nagurhanis Mamora. Okay, today I will explain about types, process, their meaning, and characteristic participant. Okay, the first one is types, process. Yang dimaksud dengan types, proses pada konteks ini ialah kejadian dari sebuah perbuatan yang ada di wacana atau di sebuah kalimat. Contoh yang telah dijelaskan oleh Saudari Rohana tadi, saya menemukan buku yang menarik di perpustakaan. Jadi proses yang dimaksud di sini ialah menemukan. Jadi yang dimaksud ialah proses dari perbuatan tersebut, bukan step atau langkah-langkah yang seperti kita ketahui sebelumnya, tetapi proses dari sebuah perbuatan yang ada di wacana tersebut. Terus yang kedua itu ada their meaning, artinya arti lain dari kata tersebut. Contoh, action. Arti dari action, kata lain dari action tersebut ialah doing. Makna dari si action tersebut ialah doing. Dan yang ketiga itu ada karakteristik partisipan. Karakteristik partisipan itu terbagi kepada dua. Yang pertama ada direct partisipan, dan yang kedua itu ada indirect partisipan. Okay, that's from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.